Good signal? Okay.
Got good editors.
Well, hello, brothers and sisters. Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. I am here with some of my colleagues in pro-life leadership. We're coming to you from Washington, D.C., and we just want to encourage you, as we have been already doing, to get out and vote, get registered to vote, be active in the elections of 2020. We here in Washington this week, of course, for all the activities surrounding the March for Life, are very, very conscious of the paramount importance of this year's elections and of the great opportunity the pro-life movement has. And we, together with so many of our other colleagues, are working hard together to make sure that you are equipped and motivated to take advantage of the opportunity we have right now, as I always say, to elect public servants who know the difference between serving the public and killing the public. If a politician can't respect the life of a little baby, how's he supposed to respect yours and mine? Next to me here is Alan Parker of the Justice Foundation. I want to start by asking him to say a word or two. Alan, there you are.
Thank you, Father. And I am the attorney for the Moral Outcry petition, which is a petition to the U.S. Supreme Court asking them to reverse its abortion cases, because abortion is a crime against humanity. It's not just wrong, it is gravely wrong. And I agree with Father. If you can't tell that abortion is a crime against humanity and that we need to protect human life instead of destroying it, then that person is not qualified to hold any government office in America. And that should be our North Star in voting. That's one of the most important issues to me whenever I vote. And it's more important than party. It's more important than anything else, but you should vote pro-life. And we also want to have compassion for the women. We represent thousands of women who've had abortions, and it's not the unforgivable sin. It's something that can be repented of and forgiven, and there can be wholeness and healing in Jesus Christ. We want to offer that to everyone in America, and we need to move forward to a new day where if a woman can't take care of a child, she can use the safe haven law to give that child to the state, avoid injuring herself, and then millions of people are waiting to adopt newborn children. Adoption is the answer, not killing a child.
Thank you, Alan. And friends, one of the key networks of pregnancy centers throughout the United States is the National Institute of Family and Life Advocates. Tom Glessner, longtime friend and colleague, heads up that organization and is here with us today.
Thank you, Father. In the last year we've had some shocking stories, starting with New York. And New York passes a bill that legalizes, at least under the statutory law of New York, abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy. I had people call me and they were shocked. What do we do? What do we do? Well, you kind of missed your opportunity, because the reason that law passed is we didn't have our friends in the legislature to stop it. And the reason we didn't have our friends in the legislature is Christians and pro-lifers didn't get out to vote. Some of them didn't get out to vote because they weren't even registered. Do you know that 25 million registered to vote Christians did not vote in the last election? Imagine that. Imagine if they all voted and voted their values. Imagine if those Christians who are not registered would get registered to vote. These things happen on us in the political arena because we don't stand up for our rights and get our friends in office. So it's critical to people of faith and people who are pro-life. Get our friends in office. We will stop these things from happening before they start, and we won't have to take them to court on it.
Thank you, Tom. And my friends, Jason Yates is a friend and colleague as well. He is the head of My Faith Votes, and he's going to tell you a little bit about that. Thanks for all that you're doing, Jason. Thanks for being with us today.
Appreciate it. So we got started because we learned that statistic, that there were 25 million Christians who are registered, but they're staying home. They're staying on the sidelines. And, we know that our faith has something essential to contribute to the issues and the problems that we're facing. And we believe that when every Christian decides and prays for our leaders, for our nation, when every Christian thinks well about the issue and applies a biblical lens to those issues, and when every Christian decides to act and vote, we can make a difference, and we can leave the results to God. He is in control. But it takes the act of our faith. And so that's why My Faith Votes exists. We exist to motivate and equip every Christian to vote in every election. We're hearing so much about a presidential election, and we've got, primaries about to happen. Actually, Minnesota right now, you can go vote if you're in Minnesota. Early primary voting, if you've not heard of that, but that's even before Iowa. So voting's happening now. And we hear all about it at a presidential election. But in 2020, there's 100,000 elections happening across the United States. It's the president all the way down to the school board. And we have the opportunity to bring the influence of our faith to every one of those elections if we vote. So I would encourage, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this, but encourage everyone to get equipped. You can go to myfaithvotes.org, or I'll give you another option right now. You can text the word vote to this short code number, 73075. If you text the word vote to 73075, we'll get you on the path. We'll help you get registered if you're not registered. And even if you are registered, you can get reminders and polling information for every election, whether it's this year or next year or the year after that. We'll help you get to the polls in every election. So thanks for doing that. Again, vote to 73075 or visit myfaithvotes.org. Thanks.
And I'd like to give a little personal endorsement right now. I have signed up with My Faith Votes, and it's like a personal voter assistant. And I get reminders about maybe 30 days or something. To me, what it seems like, oh, there's an election coming up. Yeah. Great. I start thinking about it. They got the resources. Then they text me, voting's today, and I go. And it's not overwhelming. They're not trying to get all my money or, send me text every day. It's very convenient, very servant-oriented. It helps me vote. And that's true all across the nation. And they can help you register to vote and get information about the candidates, so I feel like I'm an informed voter. And it's a great service. Thanks. I thank you for it, Jason. Alan. I really do.
Well, thank you all, colleagues, friends, and all of you, brothers and sisters. You'll be encouraged to know that this week, as the activities of the March for Life unfold, and we'll be broadcasting all of them on these channels, and then as the West Coast Walk unfolds on Saturday, we will be offering voter registration opportunities right at these events. And that's going to be a tremendous opportunity for the pro-life movement. We ask those of you who organize events in your own states and communities, do the same. Give pro-life people who are gathering for these events an opportunity to register in all the different resources that we provide, and including what you just heard from Jason at myfaithvotes.org. God bless you, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Share this video, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Father Frank Pavone here of Priests for Life, together with Tom Glessner of NIFLA, Alan Parker of the Justice Foundation, and Jason Yates of My Faith Votes. God bless you.